in a very polite, respectable way, I send a message to the leader of the West. The leaders of the West. The West is considered the leading nation on planet Earth. This is God's will. Allah have made it this way. Allah have accepted through this chemical waves between each other here that this is what's happened. Now, regardless of what the West is causing, this is another thing. So, why I started this way? Because these Gulf states royal family always go to the West. Like, for example, America. They go to America and they put a lot of their money, buy a lot of good houses in all West. Now, all West, I'm sending something to you. There is a title for them: His Highness, Her Highness. Mainly, His Highness, Her Highness. His Royal Highness, Her Royal Highness. Something like this crap. You understand what I'm trying to say. Like in America, for example. America right now is the leading state in the West. These people go and visit you in the United States of America, and some of them do not come in a political visit. Like now the Crown Prince, the King, this is different. The Minister, yes, you can say His Highness, but it shouldn't be this way. I mean, but I'm always understanding points here and here. But I'm talking about the common royal family. Not like Mohammed bin Salman right now, or Mohammed bin Zayed. The royal family. The Saud, the Sabah, the Al-Thani, the Al-Nahyan, Al-Maktoum, Al-Said. When they come and visit you in America, and some of them have a passport. Yeah. Some of them have a resident. Oh yeah. Some of them stay there for a while. Some of them have a national. The national. You have the Saudi nationalist. Nationality, and he have the American nationality. For example, Emirate, as well. In other, you can make any sort of example between Gulf states and West states. When you go and look at their ID, His Highness B, Her Highness C, the names. Why? It's not good. I'm just asking. Maybe it's not happening this way. I mean, if there is a member of the royal family who is living in the United States of America, his ID should not have this title. Let's imagine someone called give me a name. Turkey Fahad Al Saud, or Khalid Salman Al Saud, or whatever, even if he's the son of the king. In his ID must be Mr. X, son of B Al Saud. If it's she, Miss or Madam X, daughter of son of C Al Saud, or Al Sabah, or Al Maktoum, or Al whatever. Let's say Turkey Fahad Al Saud, Mr. or Al Sabah, Mr. So in case this should be changed. This should be changed. In case, I don't know, honestly, I'm not sure, but I'm saying if these people who are a resident there and they have a passport, they shouldn't have this Mr. on their IDs, because they don't deserve it. You are a creep royal family member in Gulf states. Steal, beat, fuck, rape, fine. But when you come to the United States of America, it's only your money. You go and stay in a hotel, a 5-star hotel, buy a big mansion. But no one should deal with the police officers, the receptionist in hotels. They shouldn't deal with His Highness. No, they shouldn't. They should deal with your tipping them, and then they show you respect. I understand among them minority that they are good. They don't rape, they don't kill, they don't steal, they don't look down. But they are royal families in Gulf State. Especially if they go as a normal citizen, a normal tourist. resident people who are resident there, they shouldn't have this title. Because this title, listen, will make them يتبجحون زيادة. What do I mean يتبجحون? Will make them more disgusting and more torturing and more disrespectful to the people of the Ismailian territory. I'm talking now of the majority, the general royal family. They will say to themselves, those who rape and kill, I mean, even my story, attack and assault, in all Gulf states there is against worker, against citizen, then they wouldn't think in their subconscious that we are recognized, even in America, for being a prince or a sheikh, or a princess or a sheikhat, lady, sheikh. We are recognized in the biggest, the leading state, America, which I hate, of course, but understand me? So this gives us more power to rape our citizen, prosecute them, humiliate them, fuck their life, and we as monarch work with each another to humiliate, regardless of their level within the Ismailian society or the native society. We fuck them when they mess around with them. I'm sorry to use this word. It's just the F word. We destroy them the way we want. So taking this title, in case if this title is granted to all members of royal family, will make them think in a different way. Will take this proud, the negative side and type of proud, which is pushing them to rape us and look down to us. You and me are the same outside, so just be nice inside. It would do something. It would grant us some peace dealing with this monarch that are fucking the native majority Ismailian, the natives, and that's it. The native Ismailian life. The native Ismailian Bedouin, native tribe or Arab, who are looked even with an absolute disrespect by the other minorities, who are called Shi'at, Hijazis, Tursh, and also in Gulf states. Look also additionally down to us because this minority have a lot of members among them, work with the royal family and take a lot to receive a lot of money and support it because they have no roots, or pushed by the West to deal with them in a more generous way, like the so-called Shiite mainly, who their lifestyle have changed after 11 September, the inside job, and after invading the illegal invasion to Iraq and Afghanistan, definitely, in all Gulf states. Do you understand my point? So thank you very much for recognizing this point. It is strange, but I'll conclude with this. I mean, look what you're doing in Iraq, handing the power and authority to intruders. Oh yeah, who got nothing to do with Iraq. Look what happened after 2003. And the thing that will shock a lot, and it will need some explanation, even after 2001, in Afghanistan, you handed the non-natives in that territory, or the minorities, a lot of power. And so many among them are originally from different places, even from outside what's called Afghanistan originally. They have granted a lot. They took a lot of money. They prosecuted the native. Within the West, you will find so many people who just do not understand what's happening in Afghanistan. I mean, based on my resource, let's start this talk. Based on my resource, there is someone who said, why you are, this is indoors, why you are giving it back to Taliban? And someone said, well, Taliban are the real original people of Afghanistan. The Pashtun in this tribe, they are considered, and those who we grant them power originally, unfortunately, are not from this. When you even return back centuries before, you will find that those people who were very happy, there is some Pashtun who were working with the American, but when you study, go deep and deep and deep, those who was more easily going to give, to accept what the communists want to impose, those who are, for example, called themselves Shiite, who are loyal to Iran and things like that. So this person is saying to him, why you are leaving it and handing it to Taliban? And this other person is saying, well, believe it or not, Talibani Pashtun, they are considered among the majority natives of Afghanistan. And within the last 2 decades, those who were running the scene was not original from the area. I mean, this is just, does it matter? Yes, it matters sometimes, because look at what in the West, you go to the West and you'll find a lot of complaints from a migrant, and this is indoor, they will never mention it in the media. And he said, so this other guy who just don't want anything to do with any, regardless of not understanding Taliban and Afghanistan, he just don't want any relation to Islam to be there. He do not understand the history of Afghanistan. I have talked about this. He said, you mean we, within the last 2 decades, the West, handed to those who are not native Afghans, the way we did it in Palestine, handing it to those who call themselves Israelis, or handing it to the non-Arabs or the non-Middle Eastern. And then this guy said, well, if you want to put it this way, this is what happened. He said, then what's different gonna make? Look how seriously dark he is. He said, then what? Continue doing what you're doing in Afghanistan. Keep handing it to those who are not original. Fuck, yani, in a different way, Islam, and fuck the natives. Do you see how some Western are, this is an appropriate word, not dirty, something worse, disgusting, something worse, creep, something worse, filthy, something worse. Their name should be not legal. Inside and outside, and their subconscious, and do you see how dirty and dark they are? Some. They just wanna be, they are good slaves to the devil. Good slaves to injustice. And in saying this, we do it in Iraq. We hand it to those who call some, like Ahmed al-Janab and others, who are not originally from Iraq. We hand it to those who are not originally from Iraq. We killed Saddam Hussein, who is from Iraq, who represent Iraq, and also in Palestine. We took it from the natives and we give it to those Gohim. He didn't say it this way, he said it in a different way, but just I'm saying it appropriately what he meant. The Gohim Gentile who call themselves Israelis, who relate themselves to the Judean faith in the 21st century. Why Afghanistan? No. Why you're out? Do you see how he's answering? I'm not lying. Based on the research, of course. This is what happened, I assure you. Someone said this. Wallahi, someone said this. This is based on my God. People are looking, say, this guy have a problem. He's imagining things. Okay, I swear to you, based on my imagination, something came to me and explained that this happened. Imagination, of course. Come on. But still, this is my resource. And in America and things like that, and in England, somewhere, I don't want to mention. He is saying, so what? Continue, 2 decades, continue brutally persecuting the Taliban. Hand it over to the non-native Afghans, to the non-representative majority, without, of course, understanding the history of Afghanistan and how to treat. If Afghanistan would be fixed absolutely with an Islamic Khilafah. What do you mean, Islamic Khilafah ruling the whole world? No, Islamic Khilafah, this is one of the conditions in liberating our holy land. Once this happens, the Islamic Khilafah will do a pressure on Afghanistan to put everything smoothly. What do you mean by smoothly? I have no time to explain. But if this is not happening, then we need to deal with the sequences of a Soviet Union attacking Afghanistan and other issues, and what happened before and what you did right now, cutting the borders, Afghanistan, things. This is another topic. Oh my God, am I a philosopher? No, just the resources. They talk to me a lot, the guys, especially when I'm. Let me continue. So, additional to that, they are more than happy to hand the power, the money, authority, representation within the Ismailian territory, Gulf states, to the non-Ismailian. See, I gave you now 4 examples. Leave Afghanistan. Afghanistan right now let's see what will happen. I'll give you 3 examples, else than Afghanistan. The Holy Land, Iraq. There is others. I mean, when you go to Syria, but it's because in Syria nothing is finished, finalized until now. But based on you, look what you did in the Holy Land. What is still it's not finalized. I mean, times goes on. The Holy Land, but I'm just take the three examples. I can talk about other by the network of reason, like Eastern Turkmenistan and other places in India. I don't want to go to talk here, there, there. No, Rohingya. No. I'm just no. This is fact. This is fact. I'm gonna talk about Iraq and the Holy Land and the Ismaili territory. Took decades after decades in the Holy Land. You are stealing something not yours and granting it, give it to us. Some of them are European, going in the Holy Land. Look, Iraq. You invaded Iraq in a very absurd, unbelievable way in 2003, and you took it and you give it to the so-called Shiite who are Easterners, who came from the East, majority of them, and they admit it. They wallahi, some of them replaced it. I am Eastern, not like you, and he started insulting me. I said, go back, fuck off, you fucking Tursh. I have the right, wallahi. I am not lying. In the comment, he said, yes, I am Tursh. And we are taking Iraq. And they start assaulting the native Arabs. And then he changed his talk and he said, I am originally from Arab. Man, you admit something, why you change it? Because I fucked it, that's why. Anyway, but they know it, the Shurugi and others. And no, this is fact. Don't try to go right, left, either you are in Qum or Karbala, Najaf, dirty people. And also in the Gulf States, look what you're doing. You are destroying the Ismaili people life, destroying the natives' life there. And even if you go to Saudi Arabia, they're trying to even to put a brush on the Ismaili from some Yemenis. Unbelievable. And twist things and manipulate things, and they have a problem with those who used to live as Bedouin because this is their place in all Gulf states. And this, at the end, resulted in creating someone like me, who are coming here and assaulting you. I'm sorry, saying the truth about you. So at the minimum, take this title. Don't say because they did this to you, we are gonna add this title and make it big. No, just don't lose all of your humanitarian aspects or humanitarian positions within your soul. Don't. So the title is what? The title is what? You're Mr. or Miss or Madame, faggot or bitch or whatever. Don't put His Highness, Her Highness, unless if you're dealing with a big fucker like the Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman. Yes, His Highness. Ministers, how could they be? You're a royal family. Why are your ministers? Fine. The External Affairs Minister, the fart, His Highness. His Highness Fart Al Saud. Put his name. His Highness the Crown Prince and the Vice President of United Shit Emirates. His Highness Shit Ibn Farid Al Taqiyan Al Nayyan or Al Manyuk Al Said Al Yes, fine. Fine. I understand these people are in a big position. But when you deal with a bitch, I'm listening to voices. God. Now don't say you should be in a cell or a mental hospital and then you can talk to these things. No, be careful, man. They can cause cancer. Man, fucking hell, I have some group with me. Just don't fuck with me. They killed some people for me. They made some people crazy and did certain things just for my protection. I escaped the Ismaili accusation.